Thanks, Dave. The field umpires today, Clark, Guy and Eddington, in charge of the UTAS fixture here. The football to turf can get underway with the Northern Bombers going to the town end. The Demons get the first tap down through Hugh Williams. Ball goes to ground level. Pack forms. The umpire will be forced to have a secondary bounce for the throw. Throws it up nice and clear. The ruckman do a lot of jostling, ends up with Ponting, ricochets off him and ends up with McCulloch. Ball goes out a little bit wider towards centre wing on the railway side of the ground. Ball goes out there now and is taken away by Mitson. Mitson kicks it inside 50 for the Demons, but a good strong mark for the Bombers and North Launceston Bombers, because both teams are North today, so we'll refer to them a bit by their nicknames, the Bombers and the Demons, as they feed the ball out of defence and ends up with Connor Pearton. There's a fairly good contributor for the Bombers. Gets it over the top and finds Cox Goodger with a raking left foot. He goes centre wing, far side of the ground. He's got a teammate lurking out there who marks it right on centre wing. And that's Carlton Wadley. He chips it inside, looking for and finding Connor Young. Was that Whitford? Yep. Whitford, yes, Whitford with the bright orange boots on. Kicks it deep in towards the half forward line. Looking for Davies. Bounces a little bit awkward, but quick handballs out of the pack. Ends up there with Eager. Eager kicks it towards the forward pocket. A snap-on goal there from the fellow with the bun on the top in Liam Davies, and he likes it. And I think he's kicked the first major for North Launceston, and he was right on the boundary line, and with the left foot, he's curled that one at about 90 degrees, and it's gone through for the first major. That's a good opening for the Northern Bombers. Their one straight goal. North Hobart yet to score.
Darren, good passage of play there from half-back. That's their trademark, isn't it? That rebounding defence.
It is, yeah. And look, key matchups there. So I think Connor Young has gone to Garland. So Liam Davies, very underrated player, I reckon, this side. Like, certainly saw him against us at Windsor, and yeah, look, a quality player.
Two North West Coast boys involved there, Baz. Sharon Egger and also Liam Davies combining well. Slot the first one through for North Launceston.
That was a great snap, wasn't it, for early in the game?
Off balance. In the middle, they're throwing the ball up this afternoon. Alex Lee gets it down, tries to find Cox Goodger, spills to the side of the contest. Here's Nathan McCulloch, he picks it up, kicks it quickly to his fellow helmeted Angus Norton. Little handball to Clifford. Clifford this way, that away, tries to shrug a tackle, back to Norton. Good play, North Hobart. The kick's not great. Hugh Williams has got it, tries to feed it to McCulloch. It's North Launceston who coughed the ball up with a throw. Free kick, Hugh Williams. Little kick towards half forwards, pretty good. He finds his teammate there in Charlton. Charlton wheels and goes, kicks inside 50. Now looking for his teammate there in number 45, that's Brad Young. He can't pick it up, it's out of bounds, far side. It's North Launceston 1 goal straight 6, North Hobart yet to score. It's a pretty open contest so far. Boundary throw-in front of the general admission area there on the railway wing. Always filled with patrons on AFL days. Boundary throw-in. Falls short, Hugh Williams takes it. Little handball, comes back now to the veteran Divinudo on the boundary. Spins to his right, kicks inside 50, mark dropped there by Foon. Close to the boundary line. Contest, won by Caswell. Caswell kicks to half forward, Garland has a chance, Colin Garland off the right foot, kicks a goal. Back in the side today for North Hobart. And don't they meet him up and forward there, because he snapped a goal and levelled the scores here after 3 minutes, 1 goal straight apiece. Entertaining start, Darren Geard.
I think he'd be a nervous player playing one-on-one with Colin Garland deep. So if they can get the ball in there, I think you'll get your reward.
They're looking pretty slippery at the moment, North Hobart Demons. Early days yet, but they're all keen. They're really fired up at the moment. Plenty of clapping and tapping one another and urging one another on. Where North Launceston at the moment getting in little huddles and having a quick talk to one another as to why that goal did occur. But the umpire back in centre field again. This time he bounces it, puts it up into the air, and Lee gets the tap down in the Whitford direction, bounces awkwardly, taken away by North Hobart, and Ponting then intercepts, gets it on to Cox Goodger. Left foot barrel out of the centre, it goes straight over the back of the pack. Running onto it deep into the forward pocket there was Tepper, but it was socked off the ground by the North Hobart defence. It's gone back outside their 15-metre defensive line, taken by Darley. Gets it on a little bit further, but Lee, the recipient there, and he just pushes and shoves and then kicks it in towards half forward, is thumped away there and goes towards ground level where Clifford works on it, gets a handball off to a teammate, and he kicks it out of defence towards the centre of the ground. Fickle bounce there, North Launceston player took the ball, didn't he have prior possession, prior opportunity rather. The umpire said you didn't, so there'll be A throw up there, and that was Connie Young. He was tackled immediately when he took possession of the ball. It's outside 50 for the Demons. Williams, big fist into it, punches it nowhere, running onto it is Whitford. He's tackled, gets it off to Ponting. Ponting in centre field, he's tackled. I tell you what, they're on the job, the Hobart Demons at the moment. Gets it on a little bit further to Rushton. Rushton back there. Now with Whitford. Whitford chips. Oh, it's gone right over the back to Bart McCulloch. He comes off the top of the pack with the right boot. He's missed. Umpire work. No, he hasn't. He showed no animation whatsoever. I thought he'd missed it with the right boot, but he just said, job done. That's my job to kick goals, and I've kicked the first one for you. So Bart McCulloch kicks his first goal. North Launceston second. 2 straight goals, 12. North Hobart 1 straight goal, 5.5 minutes opening term.
He got me too, Baz. He looked round as if he was almost disappointed. He slotted it straight through the middle. So what a good start to this game, Darren. It's an entertaining contest.
It is, yeah. Like Bailey Walker there certainly provided some attack out, and probably should have taken that mark in front of McCulloch there, and all of a sudden, the ball spills over the back. Bart will capitalise there. Inside
50s, 4-3, so pretty even early on. Only been playing just on 6 minutes. 3 goals have been kicked. Nice bounce this time by the umpire. Well, he gets it down towards Ponting. Tilbury's there for North Hobart. Now Ponting's being met heavily. He's getting up slowly. Meanwhile, there's a tackle back on play. He gets up. He's a tough nut. Here's Josh Ponting. Another outstanding season with the Northern Bombers. Umpire clears out the area. Lee beautifully down again to Ponting. Gee, they have good understanding. Kicks up towards attacking 50. Whitford, like a Mercedes-Benz, rolls out and on the right foot towards half forward. Eggar fumbles a little bit. Chain of handballs. Sanders out to Jacko then, who hooks the kick towards Bannister. Handball to Eggar. Little one back to Bannister, who snaps on goal to Dakota Bannister into the goal square. Should be a mark. No, Jack Rushton can't take it on the follow-up. Gets the handball away to Whitford at his bootlaces. Clifford's there. He does all right to young Josh Clifford. He takes the ball. Gets dispossessed. And away they go from half-back through Kilpatrick.
And Kilpatrick chips over the top. And he's looking for and finding the helmeted player in Angus Norton. Norton's on the half-back, feeds the handball out. Demons with an opportunity to get it back out. It goes back to Norton. Oh, beautiful skills. Taps it over the top. Looking for a teammate there in Fisher, who got it towards the centre wing on the far side of the ground. Demons have got the numbers at the fall of the ball. The chip out wide is a poor one. It's going straight into the waiting arms of Jack Avent, waiting on half-back for the Bombers. He kicks it over the top. Brings it out to the broadcasting side of the ground. Taken away here now by Jay Foon. He kicks in towards Bart McCulloch. The big fella was interfered with according to the umpire. He was outside 50s, about 60, 65 metres out. He didn't quite take the mark that he was interfered with, so he kicks it now deep in towards the forward pocket. Whitford's the target. Comes off all hands. Down at the ground level there was Bannister. Ball goes back into Williams, directions for North Hobart. He's at the bottom of the pack. There's a big pack forming. The umpire, you've got to bounce this, please, Mr. Field umpire, and he will. He'll come in and bounce it about 30 metres around from the behind post. North Launceston going to the town end.
Early score, Baz, Glenorchy 6, Lauderdale 2, KG 5.
Well, Williams gets another tap down, doing it really well in the ruck at the moment. But it's still a nullified ball, and he puts himself back in again. It'll go to the boundary line. I thought it was out. The umpire says, let's play on. Throwing himself in on the bottom of the pack was Norton. Now it's gone over the line. There'll be a throw in right on 50.
He's been good, young Angus Norton, so far, Giddy.
He certainly has, yes.
His older brother Baxter was in the Mariners last year, and he's gone to the VFL this year. Boundary throw in, just inside attacking 50. As Bannister gets it down, only as far there as, I think that was Darley. Gets it back again to Darley, influential early. Look away handball, not a great one. Which his teammate under pressure. And he slips over there. Chance now for Charlton. Taken away by Tepper. It's out of a few tackles. Here now is with Davies. Fletcher Bennett's in there. And could be our first stoppage of the day as the umpire hovering. Now it comes out. Little handball. Out now it comes from North Launceston to Connor Pearton on that left foot towards full forward. Bart McCulloch on the follow-up, couldn't take the mark. Gets it to Eggar. Eggar snaps on goal. That's another goal to North Launceston through Sharon Eggar, who's been lively inside forward 50 so far. And that's 3 goals straight, 18 now for North Launceston. North Hobart 1 goal straight, 6. And we saw the athleticism there of Bart McCulloch. He dropped the mark, but on the follow-up he got the handball away.
Exactly. I'm sort of looking here though, and North Hobart are winning their fair share of ball through half-back and through the midfield, but the fact that they pushed numbers behind the footy, there's nothing forward. Yep. So they're basically kicking into a 1-on-4 situation most times.
Well, a lively start to the game. We've seen 4 goals in the first 10 minutes. That's what I like to see.
They've been good, North Hobart, though.
They've been competitive. I mean, some of those on balls mentioned Norton, Darley, McCulloch. They're well in the play. Here's Barry Triff.
Yes, Lee gets the tap down. He pushes it well forward. Running onto it is Ponting. Ponting will handball over the top. Northern Bombers with an opportunity there through Pearden to kick it towards half forward. Bart McCulloch the target again. He's certainly the focal point up forward. Is punched away from him. Goes to ground level. Running it onto him as the running onto the ball rather as the North Hobart player in Cleaver over there that pushes across the boundary line. And there'll be a throw in about 80 metres around from the Northern Bombers goal kicking area, which is the town end in the first quarter. And the old bike track, if you're familiar with that. There's the throw in. Umpire's doing a good job so far. Lee gets himself in front, taps it down to nobody in particular. There's a North Hobart player in Tilbury who takes it, handballs out wide looking for a teammate, but it's too long and wide for him. It goes to the boundary line. There'll be a throw in on centre wing, far side of the ground.
Golden Lauderdale, they lead 1-2-8 to Glenorchy 1-1-7, 12 minutes into the first quarter.
Railway wing. Boundary umpire doing a bit of work over there at the moment as he throws it in yet again. Lee's in there doing the ruck work. In there against him at the moment is Carswell. Ball goes to nobody. In fact, it goes to the ground with about 3 players, and the field umpire strolls in to toss it skyward. So we've been playing just on 11 minutes in this opening term if you've just joined us. And the Bombers, North Launceston, 3 straight goals. The Demons, North Hobart, 1 goal. Very accurate kicking as the ball has gone to the ground from that toss up into the air, and it's going to happen again. A secondary one there. Right on centre wing, Railway side of the ground. Beautiful sunny conditions here at UTAS. There's the tap down by Lewis doing all the ruck work with his left hand. I notice his right shoulder, Darren, is pretty severely strapped, and everything he's doing is with his left hand at the moment.
It is, yeah. I suppose, look, the thing is too, he's up against Nathan McCulloch at the moment, so an undersized sort of ruck option for North Hobart.
And the tap down goes to a North Hobart. This is a real scrambly play. We've had terrific 11 minutes, and now all of a sudden it's become quite scrambly, but finally North, with 2 or 3 quick handballs there and a big pack of players, get the ball across field. They swing it across here to where Bannister is the target. He traps it after dropping the mark. Handballs to a teammate under a heap of pressure. North Hobart have the players there in Marston. At ground level, there's about 3 North Hobart players. They're trying to hold the ball in across half back, and they'll do that. The umpire will come in and throw it up right on the semicircle there for North Launceston. See if you can get a little bit better footy here, Dave Moore.
Yes, Bannister there, he took it nicely, but handball to Tepper under a lot of pressure. It wasn't really the option. McCulloch and ruck, unusual. He won the tap on that occasion. Gets it to the base of the contest. There'll be a ball up about 55 metres out from North Launceston goal. They lead 18-6. So a nice group of North Hobart supporters here today in the stand just below us, making a bit of noise during the previous game. We'll give the score of that in just a moment at the next stoppage. McCulloch does well again. Taps out towards Norton. Norton's handball. Tries to find Tilbury. Back in goes McCulloch. Ball up from the previous game. Back, get the score there.
Yeah, North Launceston 10-11-71. North Hobart 5-9-39. A 32-point margin.
And in the under 18s, it was North Hobart 59 to North Launceston 34. Alex Lee gets it now to Cox Goodger around the corner, kicks it 40 metres to the hot spot. McCulloch against 2, thumped away by Yates to Clifford. Now linking up with Walker is Yates again, kicks up towards the wing, might turn it over. Here's an important contest, all players going in hard, and there's some high contact there on the North Launceston player. Take the free kick, that's young Jaden Harris, number 34. Gets it wider to Sanders. Oliver Sanders on the left foot, kicks to half forward looking for Rushton. On his hammer is Finlay Pope, debuting today for North Hobart. Former Burnie player. It's out of bounds, 70 metres around from the North Launceston goal. Another goal to Glenorchy down there through Jay Bowden. They lead 14-8 in the 15-minute mark. So top 3 clashing there, big contest. And tonight under lights at Kingborough, it's the Tigers versus Clarence. Lee front position, Cox Goodger takes it, tackled immediately. Won't escape from there, another ball up. A lot of players around the contest. It's been a fairly ordinary last 5 minutes, has to be set up. We saw 4 goals in 10 minutes. Ball thrown in the air, Lee unopposed. McCulloch hovering, picks it up, little handball. Trying to escape there, but not successful. Was Luke Waters. In fact, he gets a free kick, does Waters. Goes a little kick to a teammate. Now back to Darley. Had a lot of it in the first 10 minutes. Kicks nicely to Norton, another good player for North Hobart. He goes sideways, switches it to the helmeted McCulloch. He's got options if he wants to switch. He doesn't now because they're all covered. Has to go short. Finds Finlay Poke, and he'll relieve for North Hobart.
Yes, he kicks it across to the broadcasting side of the Down here looking for Bailey Walker. Walker takes it nicely right in front of the broadcasting position, kicks towards where the old Northern stand used to be, deep in the forward pocket there. There's going to be thrown because the North Launceston defenders ended up running the ball over the boundary line. Because that old stand has been relocated next door to Invermay Park.
Game on there today too, OLs versus East Coast.
And from the throw in, there's Lee with the left hand again. Ends up at ground level there with Curran. He feeds the handball out. The North Launceston kick goes into the centre of the ground. Anybody's ball here. North Hobart have the numbers. Ends up out there with Pope. Pope chips it wide, brings it back out towards the player there in Walker. Walker kicks it in towards half forward line, looking for the big fella in Hugh Williams. Hugh Williams just long bombs it towards the top of the goal square. North Hobart mark over the back. Is that going?
Yep.
And he's taken that on the second bite. He's just too tall, too strong. Held his ground. He's going to play on. Whips it around. Kicks it. Goal on four. Works back between the two big sticks. That's a goal. North Hobart kicked their second goal. They've only gone into their forward 50 about 2 or 3 occasions. They've kicked 2 straight goals, 12. They trail the Bombers, North Launceston. They're 3 straight goals, 18. 16 minutes have elapsed in the opening quarter.
Well, that's the difference in it, Giddy. In previous weeks, North Hobart would have gone a shorter option, but Hugh Williams had the confidence to go long.
I think they actually played it off halfback really well. They were patient. They worked the ball around until they actually balanced up the numbers forward of the footy, and then they could actually get it in there.
Yep. And a great mark, contested mark there by Colin Garland, Baz. It's a real acquisition of that forward line. Back in the middle. This time Bannister in the ruck relieving for Lee. He does get the hit out to Ponting. Can't take possession. There's a busy Charlton. Gets the handball away. Out of the middle they go through Darley to half forward again. Player slips over. That was Garland. He's long out from goal this time. There's a tackle Wade. No Pryor. So it's 3 goals straight to 2 goals straight. North Hobart competitive early. That's what Bear Robinson would like to see, Darren.
Exactly, yeah.
Ball up this time. There's a lot of ruckman going at the moment. This time it's won by Williams. He kicks blindly straight to Oliver Sanders. He's had a little bit of the ball early on, good for his confidence. He wants to switch, and now he does. He switches deep back. Finds Rick DeSoto, who steadies. Kicks beautifully to Connor Pearton, who's also a good user of the footy on that left foot. Penetrating kick towards half forward, looking for Davies, but it's chopped off this time beautifully. Taken away by Bailey Walker. He goes to half forward and finds a teammate there in Caswell. Caswell turns. He finds Midson. Takes it on the bounce. Oh, the handball's not a good one. Back there towards Josh Cleaver. He fumbled at the crucial moment. Opportunity lost to be a ball up in front of the scoreboard, which reads North Launceston 3 straight 18. North Hobart 2 goals straight 12. Ball up. Williams wins it down. Darley. A lot of possessions. Gets it back to Ponting. Kick smothered beautifully there by Williams. He gets the ball out of bounds. 100% tryer is Hugh Williams, Darren Gear.
Oh, he is. And as I say, normally that general in the backline for them, so a different role for him. But I actually don't mind the structure in their forward line with Brendan Midson down there. Like, he's a big body Midson, so he'll provide a contest as well.
18.5 minutes opening term. A hurried kick into the forward line for North Hobart has been marked in the last line of defence. The Northern Bombers will run it out. They got the numbers. They switch it and bring it across to this side of the ground here, looking for Harris. Ball goes to the boundary line, and I think there'll be a throw-in because when he took the ball, he was slung across the boundary. A couple of field umpires having a bit of a talk to one another here, but they've elected to throw it in. So there's the throw in there now, right in front of the 50-metre semicircle there, going to the North Hobart end of the ground, which is the Invermay Park end. It's pushed towards the boundary line of Carswell, but the boundary will actually win before Carswell can pick the ball up. But the ball actually travelled another 5 metres round towards the behind post. Beautiful conditions here at UTAS. A zephyr of a breeze probably going to the town end that North Launceston have. From the throw-in, ball's tapped straight down to where Cox Goodyear grabs it, gives it off to Whitford. Whitford hurriedly kicks it out, and it's almost a good mark there to the North Hobart player. Could have been interfered with. The umpire invited them to play on though, and the kick goes here towards centre wing. All North Hobart taken away here now by Charlton. Kicks it in towards centre field, looking for and finding Divenuto. He's right in the centre circle, kicks it over the top, too far for his teammate. He's elect Jacobendi. He tried to kick it off the ground. He couldn't quite get it off the ground. A quick handball out there from the North Hobart player, and it goes down. Tyler Wilmot with the long sleeves was the recipient of the handball. Tidied up beautifully by kicking a third goal for North Hobart, and the scores are all tied up. We've got the close one at the 20-minute mark of the opening term. 3 goals apiece, accurate from both sides.
What do you make of it, Giddy?
Look, it's a great contest. North Hobart, look, they've come to play, I suppose, after last week's effort. Bear sort of said they were very disappointing. So, they're winning their fair share of contested footy here.
They've been struggling to kick 3 or 4 goals in a game, and we've got 20 minutes gone. They've kicked 3 already in this contest. Now, hard there was a young Clifford. He'd come out of the Devils this week, the long sleeves there, number 64. He came off second best, but he was hard at the contest, and that's what Bear Robinson would love to see. Back in the middle. Lee back in the ruck after Bannister relieved him for a little while. That's Jaden Charlton getting a push in the back. I think it's Charlton. Wait till he gets up. No, it's number 53 there. That is Luke Waters. The on ball up to Darley. Darley leans back in a little kick towards half forward. Chopped off by Sanders. Impressed with his game so far. Kick is okay as it comes to Curran. James Curran made his debut a couple of weeks ago at Windsor Park, and he gets a kick away and gets infringed by Divenuto. He'll be downfield. Cox Goodger. Now he wheels that left foot. He kicks at the full distance into the forward pocket. Over here looking for Lanham. Second grab, can't take it. Yates. Little kick. And in fact, it's out of bounds before Matthew Yates could get rid of the ball. A positive forward movement. We haven't seen much of Jack Lanham so far. He nearly got that mark, did he?
He did. I haven't seen much of Lanham at all this year, so I'm not quite sure. He played a lot of games this year?
I think he's only second. I think he played the first game of the year. It's a boundary throw in. Little handball's not great. Divenuto tackled there by Rushton. And it'll be another ball up. 3 goals straight apiece. 21 minutes and nearly 22 minutes gone. This is City Park Radio 103.7, 96.5. Here's Ponting. Round the corner, hot spot, Lanham. It's going to go through. I think that's a goal to Josh Ponting. Umpire says yes, it is. It cleared everybody and rolled through from about 40 out. And that's the 4th goal to North Launceston. 4 goals straight, 24. North Hobart, 3 goals straight, 18. That's just the steadier they needed.
Exactly. I don't know that he was necessarily going for goal. I think he may have been just sort of trying to hit that spot at the top of the square, but cleared the pack and rolled through.
Yeah, all these teammates were well out in front of the goal square, weren't they? They were about 5 or 10 metres out, so therefore it's gone straight over and through. And North will take whatever they get. And I'm sure they'll take that one at the 22 and 3/4 minute mark of the opening term.
Quick score, Baz. Quarter time, Hillwood 31, South Launceston 7.
South Launceston are coming right back to the pack, haven't they?
Hillwood, of course, recruited well. Yep.
Now, the umpire had a terrible bounce there, and one of the players must have told him what they thought of it, because he's gone over and had a personal conversation with the player, and now he's put it back up for a secondary. Lee gets the tap down. He uses the right hand. This time it goes to Ponting, who handballs to Whitford. The two are working extremely well in the centre, and here's another one in Cox Goodger. The experienced ones are all at the fore, and then all of a sudden Cox Goodger actually throws the ball back to Ponting. I think it just fell off his hand as he twisted to try and handball it. Anyway, it's a throw. So North Hobart with the ball across half back. Ends up with Brad Young. He's just inside the centre square. He hasn't got anything on offer, so he's going to switch and go right across the ground. Almost put his teammate under pressure. He did. Ponting tackled him as he went to market. And he's gone to the ground. I think it was Luke Waters. He was coming in to take the ball, and it just floated a little bit in the end. Didn't quite pinpoint the target. That allowed Ponting in to hold the ball up on centre wing, far side of the ground. Lee gets another tap down, but it goes straight out to Divenuto, who puts it onto the right boot and then kicks in towards half forward. He was looking for McCulloch. He couldn't take the mark, but then handballs out quickly. Gets it off to a teammate there in Midson. Ball goes to ground, and there'll be a big pack forming. And the umpire has found the free kick in the middle of that, and it'll go the way of North Launceston for holding the ball. And Cox Goodger is the one that gets up off the bottom of the pack, although there was a North fella a North Hobart player underneath him. Now, they use the numbers out of defence. Ends up here with Jay Foon. He kicks it in towards the centre of the ground, looking for and finding Rick DeSolder, who's floated down from the half-back line. Kicks it towards half-forward. It's tapped away from Curran. Goes to ground level. Pack starts to form just inside 50. The ball comes out. Still goes back into the pack, and finally there'll be a bounce down just inside 50. North Hobart in the defensive zone here seem to have the numbers across that half-back line every time the ball goes there. 1 or 2 floaters, I would suggest. And they're holding that ball in yet again. They got the numbers again at ground level. Ball's been thrown, I think, though. And there'll be a North Launceston. No, there'll be a North Hobart sling tackle. A sling tackle. There you go. A sling tackle. And Darley has the ball there now on half back. Kicks it towards the centre wing on the far side of the ground. And Tilby takes a nice mark under pressure. Stands up, plays on with a long left foot raking kick towards the half forward line on the outer side. Ball is punched to ground level, but it's taken by Garland. Handball's over the top to the little helmeted player there in McCulloch. He kicks in towards the forward pocket, but it beats all players across the boundary line. There will be a throw in at the 25.5 minute mark of the opening turn. And it's North Launceston 4 straight goals, North Hobart 3 straight goals. Not a behind kicked in the opening quarter so far here at UTAS.
Inside 50s, North Launceston 12, North Hobart 8. Clearances, North Launceston 12, North Hobart 10. As another hit out, could be to Lee here. Gets it down. Chance for North Hobart if they can pick it up here. And Bobby Waters again, who's tackled to the ground. As Cox Goodger and Garland clash behind play. And they get to their feet. So North Hobart impressive. So far they're right in this contest, quarter time, which is not too far away. Little kick out. Chance here for Rushton front position. He wrestles on for it. Angus Norton's in there. Rushton not penalised. He kept hold of the ball. 4 straight 24, 3 straight 18. Deep in attack here for North Hobart. 26.5 minutes gone. Probably another couple minutes to go with 7 goals kicked. Ponting just goes for space. Picked up over there by Young. A little handball. Not a great one. Waters again, tackled by Cox Goodger. He might have been tackled without it. That's what the umpire says. So Luke Waters, noticed him a few times so far. He's getting a few possessions on baller. Little handball away. Booted deep into attack now by Darley. Chance there for Lee. Rises high over a teammate. He used Jay Foon as a step ladder. And Alex Lee takes the relieving mark. Short kick out. Finds Cox Goodger, who's running far and wide. He's fit this year, of course, over those niggling injuries, so he's playing more an on-ball role. Back to Foon. Foon, little kick, looks for Van Buren, who takes the mark at half-back.
Van Buren on the half-back line, kicks it out wide, looking for Young on the centre wing position. He kicks it on the broadcasting side now. It's hugging the boundary line and the boundary line, the Bootham line. And there'll be a throw in right in front of us where Sharon Edgar was the target. Couldn't quite reach high enough to pull it in before it trickled across the boundary line. There'll be a throw in right in front of us, just near the interchange area. Almost quarter time. You're listening to live descriptions on City Park Radio, 103.7, 96.5. Of this TSL clash between North Launceston and North Hobart. Dakota Bannister pushes his way through the pack, gets it off to another strong bull in Rushton. Handballs to nobody. It's been smothered off the pack there by Poke. Ball goes back into ground level. Players start to pile on top, and there'll be another bounce down just outside the 50-metre semicircle of North Launceston, who are heading to the town end in this, the opening quarter. As the siren sounds, that will be the score. Not one behind in the first quarter. It's pretty rare in this modern game of footy, because North Launceston have kicked 4 straight goals. North Hobart have kicked 3 straight goals, 24